So Patchy murdered some girl at his college.
Yes, that poor Spanish woman.
He blamed it on a homeless man, and now I'm fighting a crab.
Come on over to my apartment and be friends with me.
Now, the funny thing is, most college students at one point have to fight crabs, but here I am fighting a crab. Get closer to the mic, Asperger, you fuck. They can't hear you whispering in the other room.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's... nice bit there! I should just plug in that clip of Manimal saying that every time I say it. Nice bit! God, how do you fucking dodge the top ones? He has the high ground. You can't dodge that shit. How the fuck?
This show's not about talking about the game.
What? What game? This is
a podcast.
No, the footage, the gameplay is pre-recorded, and we're just recording a podcast. It's like a Leafy video.
Yeah.
Like, it's not happening at the same time. It's just the illusion. I'm just really good at guessing when things are happening in the game when we're talking about it. Like right now, I'm hiding behind a pillar. Ah, shit! Fucking no! It was a horrible mistake to hide behind that pillar. She just fucking crab jumped into my face.
Story 2.
Okay.
And then I'm out of content, and you're gonna have to do the rest of the talking for
perfect.
the whole series.
Because this game you have to find 4 master keys, and we haven't even got the first one yet, so it's gonna be a long series. And well, go ahead, I guess, while I get fucking hit in the face with all these.
You're gonna fucking die on easy mode.
beads. Oh shit! Ah! I don't like this part because I got the spins, bitch. Well, yeah.
Next story.
I wouldn't say this is easy mode. This is normal mode, and then there's like a challenge mode. Don't pin this easy mode shit on me.
Is how Patchy Jones started a fight at a football game, football game,
Okay.
and then the other person got kicked out of the game for it.
So you were the culprit, and you didn't get punished.
Yes.
Who'd you start a fight with, Walter?
No, it was the person sitting behind us. Let me set up the story for
Oh yeah,
you.
paint me a picture.
So at a football game,
So far, so good.
everyone wants to stand up during the game.
Now,
right?
what did the football
the
stadium
college
smell
kids.
like?
You know, it's fine. It's just an outside nice smell.
Now, what did the seat taste like? I really want to
It's just
understand.
metal bleachers and oh my seat. I'll explain that later on in the story.
Oh,
about what my
good.
seat tasted
Perfect. Oh, ew. I was just kidding when I said
So
that.
at a football game, everybody stands up. You know, you step up to you stand the whole game because that's what you do.
That reminded me of your impression of our grandma when you know, I went to the Golden Corral. What when you were doing an impression of her when I brought her up and you started saying something with and it was really funny. You don't remember?
I don't remember.
That was really funny.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, Let's see
So
if I can
you know.
climb. Can I climb up here? That's my question.
You either step forward to step
Step forward, beyond lies your goal.
To stand
the
on-
electric castle. The past is gone. Do you wish to lapse in limbo forever? No, no, no. Be resolute. There are
stand-
trials ahead
stand-
and rewards for
to
those
stand-
who
to
drive.
stand. You either step forward.
The surreal search endures. Okay.
To stand on the.
Do you know what song that's from?
On the bleachers in front of you.
But do you know what song that's from?
No. Or you step backwards to sit or to stand on the bleachers that you sat on when you got there.
What?
But if you
Okay,
s-
re-explain. I don't understand what the fuck you're saying.
So there's bleachers in front of you.
Okay. Nice visual cue on our podcast.
Yes. And you either step forward
Step forward!
and then sit back when everyone sits down during halftime and stuff, or you step backwards.
Is it like the bleachers
sit-
at our high school?
Yeah. Or you step
Oh.
backwards
So
and sit
it's-
forward.
So it's normal bleachers.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why that needs explained then. I thought it was like some weird thing that I wouldn't
this
understand.
is very important
Oh, okay, okay.
about how, because if you don't do it right, if you step forward and sit forwards, then you're sitting in someone else's spot.
Right.
And if you step backwards and sit backwards, it's either the front row is going to have nowhere to sit or the back row is going to have nowhere to sit. So,
So it's very basic logic.
very basic logic. And
That you would expect any normal college student to
and
understand.
that's the whole problem with this is that the whole section, it's like 60 rows or so, and the front half was stepping forwards and sitting back, but the back half was stepping backwards and sitting forwards. And my row was right in the middle.
So you had
So
nowhere to be.
We either had to stand or explain to the people behind us what the whole front half's doing, which is what I tried to do, while everyone else just took it and stood. So that's where the conflict arose.
So, like, the people behind you can't see because you're standing, or what?
No, there's nothing to see when you're sitting down anyways. It's just sitting
Oh.
down to relax from standing because it's halftime and no one gives a fuck.
Wait, this is a stadium where you can't see the game unless you stand?
For all the students, yeah, because all the students would be standing in front of you.
Oh,
If
fuck
If
that.
everyone sits down, then you're fine.
If I can't even sit for this 4-hour football game, I'm just gonna go home.
Uh-huh.
Why the fuck?
So,
What is this like? Is this your job? You got a standing desk at your office, you stupid pretentious faggot?
the people
Oh,
behind us...
I'm not gonna get prostate cancer because I don't sit for 6 hours a day. Fuck off! Prostate cancer is awesome.
The people behind us
Okay.
that were big, drunk rednecks, I sat there and I tried to explain to them that if I wanted to sit down, they would have to sit behind them and explain to the people behind them that they would have to sit behind them. And it became this whole thing, big old conflict. They did not understand any of it because of how drunk they were.
Uh-oh.
And it became a whole fight. And this was back when I had my long hair that swoops down to the sides. They called me Elvis.
Oh,
To
cool.
try and-
I mean, your own parents have called you that before, so.
I told them usually I get called the Beatles, but I told them, I said, I don't know how Elvis is a compliment because he's known as being one of the handsomest, sexiest men of all time. So thank you for the compliment.
Well, he's also kind of fat, but that doesn't really have to
that's
do with
fine.
his hair.
He wasn't fat when he was at the height of his show.
Yes, he was. He was a very fat
What are you
man.
talking about?
Elvis was always fat.
Not
But
always,
they're talking about your hair, not about your gut, so who cares?
but they were asking because
Are
finally.
you suggesting I'm gonna die on the toilet, good sir?
Finally, one of them sat backwards so that I would have a spot to sit down, while everyone else that I was in the row with, which was Jesse from the other story and Jesse's Jane.
Jesse's Jane was there?
Yes.
What the fuck?
And finally, I was able to sit
You know
down.
what's funny? Me
but then,
and Jesse both dated the same Jane at one point.
That
in our
is
lives.
true.
That's very. And now she dates neither of us.
But then once we would get back to standing up and watching the game, they would always be talking behind my back, like, "Oh, I wonder where I'm gonna be able to sit next. Oh, I wonder if I can sit down next time."
And these are
Oh.
students?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
That just were drunk and trying to do stuff. And then it was this big thing. I told them, look, it's very simple. The next time we were supposed to sit down, I turned to them and I said, it's very simple. Look at what everyone in front of you is doing.
If somebody is like being antagonistic towards you, if you ever start a sentence with "look," it's not gonna turn out well.
No, I know. And my friends were telling me, like, you can't argue with drunk. It's just not going to work. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Hey, Elvis does what Elvis wants.
I was like, look
You should be like, yeah, no, the motorhound, no, Grinald.
at what's happening.
I'm gonna play a concert in a prison.
At everyone in front of you. What are they doing? They're sitting backwards. They go to the one behind them and sit down.
Right.
You're not doing that. And they did not like that at all. And they still didn't
stop
do.
using physical evidence.
They still did not do what I was asking them to. And my friends still had nowhere to sit. And then we get back to standing up. And one of them behind me, one of the big drunk retards,
Wow.
took his water
Otherwise
bottle.
known as the standard Iowa.
Hold on. So, they finally give me a spot to sit, like I said earlier, but they were chewing tobacco the whole time. So what they
Tasty
did
snack.
was take their chew,
Oh,
not their spit,
no.
but the chew from the bottle, and rubbed it all over the seat. So that's how my seat would taste if I licked it, like I said earlier.
Wait, so they
So
made it
there
so
was-
if you sat down, it would be in tobacco?
Yeah, it would stain my pants or
Yeah, what
whatever.
the
So I
fuck?
just took it and wiped it off, and then sat down anyways.
Why are you still watching this shitty ass game? You really like football that much? You'll put up with this horse shit?
No, but I paid money for this.
Well, okay,
so.
now I'm poisoned, so I can't even shoot.
So it gets back to what I was talking about, where I'm now standing up again. And the one that put the tobacco over the seat that they all thought was very hysterical
It is kind of funny.
took his water bottle
Oh.
and poured it on my head.
Ah.
Not all of it.
These
Just
fucking
he did
retards.
like 5 drops, okay?
Well, sure.
So I turn around and I'm
that's
like,
assault.
I turn around and I'm like, okay, that's just not cool. We can argue and talk all you want, but once you do that, and he was like, oh, it was an accident. It was just left open and I accidentally did it. But what I did,
Uh-oh.
which was much worse than just a 5 drops of water
Uh-oh,
bottle.
You went eye for an eye on this bad boy?
I did much more than an eye. I took his chew spit bottle of his tobacco spit and opened that up because he had that in a separate water bottle, and I dumped his own tobacco spit all over his head.
Oh my god! He let you do this?
He was too drunk to react quick enough. I grabbed it out of his hand and opened it up and dumped
Ah!
it all over him. His own
What did
spit.
Jesse and Jesse's Jane say?
I don't think they were watching when it happened.
Oh my god.
But he
Well, that-
got in
that
my
ruined his
face.
day.
Yeah, he got in my face very aggressively, and and started yelling in my face, and asked he was gonna do something.
Asked to see the manager.
He was gonna do something to my balls. He said something to my nutsack.
He's gonna suck them.
And I told him, yeah, I don't know what he said. Something probably cutting them off or burning them or something. And I said, I don't know why you went straight for my balls. That's pretty faggish of you.
You fucking
which,
faggot.
which made him even more upset.
Hey, I ain't no faggot. I just love balls.
So then once he talked about my balls or something, either Jesse or Jesse's Jane, which I didn't notice, got up.
Who the fuck is Jesse's Jane? Just some girl he's dating?
Got up and ran for security because they thought a fight was going to happen.
Well, they were probably right.
So then, while that was happening, I turned back around because his friends were like, look, dude, we'll handle this. You just turn around and ignore him and we'll calm him down.
They pulled the Peter Roger. Turn around and go away. Turn around and go away.
Turn around and we'll handle it. And he was like, hey! While I was turning around watching the game, he's like, hey, I just got one thing I want to tell you. I only want to tell you one thing. Hey! You listening to me?
Is his head just covered in fucking tobacco?
Yes,
Ew.
yes. And he was like,
fucking leave.
I just want to tell you one thing. You want to know where I live? I'll tell you. And
Wow.
he gives me his address.
Do you still have it? We can just say it on the show.
It's the same apartment complex I live at. It's the same
That's not good.
one.
Well, thankfully, like you said, there's 300 of
I've
them.
never seen him since, but yeah. I
Well,
don't think
just-
he'd remember what I look like.
Do you have his room number? I think, if we're making you some friends, we should make him some
No,
friends.
I don't have his room number.
well,
I
that's
just
too
know
bad.
it's the same apartment complex.
Oh, well. I thought, tobacco chewers, they could all go over and, clearly he enjoys tobacco juice on his furniture, so you can just go help him out.
But, Jesse's Jane comes back. Or Jesse.
Do I
don't
know
remember
Jesse's
which one.
Jane, or is this some college bitch?
No, some college bitch.
Is she hot?
Eh.
Yeah, Jesse's he's not gonna get a super hottie.
Eh.
If we dated the same girl, clearly he's not getting a super hottie.
So they come back. They point at the person who dumped water on me, who then gets dragged out of the game.
Who's covered in
Who's
in
covered
his
in
own
tobacco
black
spit.
water.
And then I just keep watching the game while his friends keep yelling at me from behind, but they never do anything physically again. But yeah, I just have to enjoy the rest of the game with verbal abuse while the person I dumped tobacco spit on got kicked out.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
I think that's the lesson.
Not
here.
getting covered in tobacco spit would be a win for me.
Yeah. If he were covered in his tobacco spit, that probably would be the worst
I would
case
have
scenario.
been very upset at that point.
So what are you gonna do when he comes knocking and says, "Hey, remember the homeless guy? I'm gonna make him look like an amateur."
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be like, "Well,
I'll pull out my gun,
okay."
my Nerf gun, because I said I didn't have a gun in the last.
Oh, okay, we're keeping the
and
consistency
then
of the
we'll
story.
have a Nerf gun fight to see who wins.
Oh, I came out of this door, so now I think I have to. Now the trick on this one is now you go back in the first one, but it's like on hard mode now. Like you unlocked all the traps, and now it goes fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Let's see. Well, it looks normal to me. Did I do it wrong? Maybe I did it wrong.
So yeah, that's all the wacky college adventures I've been having so far. That's about it. Otherwise, it's just been school. I just saw a murder happen, but not really. And then I dumped tobacco spit on a man's head.
What the?
That's about it.
What did I do wrong? Why
I'm
is this
sure
not activated?
come next month, once I turn 21, I'll be getting more stories to come back and tell.
Oh, you're gonna go on wild drunk
Of course.
parties? I mean, it
Sure.
sounds like you interact with drunks without even drinking yourself anyway. So.
Uh-huh.
ISU, get into a fight with drunken rednecks and get stabbed to death.
Great
Especially
place.
if you're a foreigner. Welcome to our country. You're dead.
Enjoy.
Wait, okay, now I activated. Okay, now it's gonna go into super mega turbo boost mode.
What does that mean?
That means all the traps are activated in this dungeon. Yeah, there, you build a bridge. Now I go through it. I go through all the traps, and then I fight a giant frog.
It's just crabs and frogs and stuff in this game? And snakes?
Yeah, sure. Why not? They're robots, so it's cool. Hey.
Why not, like... Oh, I guess there was an elephant. Okay.
Yeah, there was
Never
an
mind
elephant. Was that the random example you were gonna come up with?
No, I was
Something that
gonna say,
already
like,
happened?
a giant gorilla or something.
Like Harambe?
Yeah, Harambe.
Harambe's sister! Nice bit there!
Is that, like, what you're so nostalgic for? You just want Manimal back on the show that you're gonna keep quoting him?
Well, I mean,
Manimal, please come back.
he's the only other co-host I've ever had on this channel. I mean, it was Mumkey and Manimal's Gaming Expedition, then it was Mumkey's Gaming Expedition, and then that's it.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's the only one I could have nostalgic.
And soon it'll be
feelings
Mumkey in size.
for. Mumkey and
And you'll be able to buy your shirt.
Oh, do you want to talk about?
I think that's
I
great.
I introduced Patchy to the Cult of Psy, and now he's heard some of
one
his
song
greatest work.
by him.
Yeah, and if you're thinking one
fantastic.
song, Psy's not a musician, well, just you wait until next episode. Because I'm guessing you haven't seen this, because the video probably has less views than this.